Do you have difficulty losing belly fat? First off, you need to know that you're not alone, and there is a very specific reason why you might be accumulating fat in this area. The type of fat that accumulates in our midsection, a lot of the times causing our belly to protrude, is a very specific type of fat. This type of fat is hard to the touch. We can't pinch it. Does this sound like you? The good news is there's a reason for it, and there are certain things you can do to target and reduce it. So keep watching to find out how. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kate. I'm a certified health and nutrition coach. I post videos twice a week here on YouTube talking all things insulin resistance, weight loss, sleep, and more. So if you're ready to take control of your metabolic health, make sure to click that subscribe button. And you can also find me on TikTok and Instagram, where I share new posts every single day. Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. For everything from websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform that does it all. Head to squarespace.com/healthcoachkate to start your free trial today. Now, the type of fat that I'm referring to is known as visceral fat. This type of fat is stored around our organs and is actually really bad for our health. Now, if you picture someone who has a beer belly, this is someone who has a lot of visceral fat. As I said earlier, this fat is hard. You cannot pinch it. And this is in contrast to subcutaneous fat, which is squishy. Subcutaneous fat can be stored anywhere on the body really, whereas visceral fat can only be stored in our midsection. And these two types of fat are very different. Subcutaneous fat is normal. We have to actually have some percentage of it on our bodies in order to survive. For men, 8 to 20% is considered healthy, and for women, 21 to 33%. And this healthy range increases slightly as we age. And visceral fat, on the other hand, is not essential for our health. We do not need any of it. And actually having it can be dangerous. Visceral fat surrounds vital organs, including the liver, stomach, and intestines, and can cause damage to them. On top of that, visceral fat cells produce inflammatory markers, which lead to chronic inflammation and chronic diseases such as heart disease. Subcutaneous fat gain is caused by consuming energy over our needs. Basically, just eating too much in general. But visceral fat can increase or decrease based on specific foods we eat and activities we do, with no change in calorie consumption. Reducing visceral fat can significantly decrease your disease risk and increase your quality of life, not to mention giving you a slimmer waistline. But now let's get into the 3 things you might be doing that are making it difficult to lose visceral fat and changes you can make to reduce it. And make sure to stick around until the end, because number 3 is something that not a lot of people realize can be connected to belly fat, so you don't want to miss that. Number 1, you're drinking the wrong things. So there are a couple things you might be drinking that could be causing you to store visceral fat. The first is alcohol. Visceral fat is highly associated with excess alcohol consumption. Because alcohol has to be processed by our liver, excess consumption can lead to more fat being stored in the abdomen. Studies have shown that people who drink excess alcohol tend to have larger waistlines for this reason. And the second category of drinks you might be consuming too much of is sugar-sweetened beverages, including fruit juice and pop. And these are an issue because of the main type of sugar they contain, fructose. Like alcohol, fructose has to be processed by the liver. And this is different than other types of sugar, like glucose, which don't need to be processed by the liver. Excess fructose tends to get stored as visceral fat, whereas excess glucose tends to get stored as subcutaneous fat. The main source of fructose in our diets is sugar-sweetened beverages and fruit juices. These drinks allow us to consume massive amounts of fructose that we wouldn't be able to consume if we were eating the foods whole. The average American consumes 85 to 100 grams of fructose every single day, which is equivalent to 25 teaspoons of sugar. A bottle of Coke, for example, has 35 grams of fructose. So if you're drinking a lot of alcohol or these sugary drinks, that could be stopping you from losing visceral fat. Number 2, you have blood sugar dysregulation. If you have trouble maintaining stable blood sugar, and this might not even be something that you're aware of, this can also lead to belly fat. Let me know if any of these symptoms sound like you. Do you have frequent sugar cravings? Do you get hangry after you haven't eaten for a couple of hours? Do you wake up frequently throughout the night? These can all be signs that you're experiencing blood sugar dysregulation. And this is caused by early insulin resistance, which is highly associated with visceral fat. So focusing on keeping your blood sugar more stable throughout the day is not only going to help you to reduce your belly fat, it's also going to help your energy be more stable. You're going to have fewer cravings, less mood swings. You're going to just feel a lot better all around. And I'm going to link a video up above on how to keep your blood sugar more stable if you want to learn more. Now, before I get into the final reason why you can't lose belly fat, we're quickly going to take a moment to talk about today's sponsor, Squarespace. It is thanks to companies like Squarespace that I am able to provide you guys with as much free content as I do. Like I said, I put out 2 videos every week here on YouTube. So if you're thinking about building a website for your business or for personal use, maybe you're starting a side hustle or you want to start a blog, Squarespace has got you covered. I've used a few other similar platforms in the past, and none of them are as intuitive to use, have had everything I needed, and really ended up looking as good as Squarespace does. Seriously, the templates are awesome and they're so easy to customize. I also really like that Squarespace has built-in SEO or search engine optimization tools. This means that your website is going to be found in search results by the right people more often. SEO is super important because if your website's not showing up in search results, how are people going to find you? Now, if you guys want to check out Squarespace, you can start a free trial without having to enter your credit card details or anything by heading to squarespace.com/healthcoachkate. And when you build your website and you're ready to launch, you can use code healthcoachkate to save 10% off your order. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. And finally, number 3, you're not getting quality sleep. When we don't get a proper night's sleep, our hormones get thrown all out of whack. Earlier in the video, we spoke about how insulin resistance can contribute to visceral fat. And unfortunately, when we don't get a good night's sleep, we become temporarily insulin resistant the whole next day. And this happens after just 1 night of sleep deprivation. And to make matters worse, after a poor night's sleep, ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, increases, and leptin, which is the satiety hormone, decreases. So on top of being more insulin resistant, we're also hungrier. And of course, this doesn't help with reducing visceral fat and reducing fat in general. Give yourself at least 8 hours of sleep opportunity every night. And if we go back to reason number 2, why you might be having difficulty losing belly fat, which was blood sugar dysregulation, this can cause you to wake up frequently throughout the night. So if you start focusing on keeping your blood sugar more stable, you're going to improve not only your blood sugar regulation, but also your sleep. All of these things tend to go hand in hand. When you start to address one, the benefits snowball. And if you want some more tips on how you can improve your sleep, I will link a video up above. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you today. Those are the 3 reasons why you might be finding it difficult to lose belly fat. Let me know in the comment section down below if any of these reasons resonated with you. I love chatting with you guys in the comment section. So yeah, even if you just want to come and say hi, I love chatting with you. And before you go, make sure to check out Squarespace. I will put the link in the description box down below. If you did enjoy this video, you might also enjoy my video on how to get off of the blood sugar roller coaster. I'm gonna put that here. If you wanna catch up on my most recent upload, you can find that here. And if you wanna check out my coaching programs, including my 7-day insulin resistance masterclass and meal plan, you can find that here. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.